What's the one single thing that will make or break your career? Your attitude. And what attitude is that? To know that, we'll need to know how to get a good job, how to keep your job, how to grow in your job. That'll help us better understand this attitude. So watch the video right till the end. Welcome to TELW, the English Workshop, with me, Manu. Today, almost 6 months since the lockdown started, businesses have started opening up and they need people to run their shows. Their short-term aim is to reach the pre-lockdown speed, their business speed. Their medium-term aim is to cover this lockdown period and the losses that they have incurred. And the long-term aim is obviously to reach higher levels of growth. So what kind of people do they need? Broadly, they're looking for people with two kinds of skills. One is the domain knowledge and the other is communication skills. Domain knowledge, that is something that you get from the universities and institutes. So if you're a chartered accountant, you're expected to have your knowledge in accounting, taxation, company law, auditing, etc. If you're a lawyer, that's your domain knowledge. If you're an engineer, your BTech or BE degree proclaims your domain knowledge. And you're expected to be a master in your domain because your certificate says so. Communication skills, on the other hand, is not something that you learn at most of the universities or institutes. Maybe a few in the world teach them, but generally that takes a backseat in our academic scheme of things. And what's more important is, even if you have a great domain knowledge, if you don't have the communication skills, you're not able to communicate your ideas and thoughts, you're a dead weight to any organization, business or otherwise. But that's for a different video altogether. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 important things that you need to have to get a good job, to keep your job, and to grow in your job. And these 5 things will tell you the kind of attitude that you need. You will get to know that once you listen to these 5 things. Let's start with the first one, people skills. What do you mean by people skills? Your way of dealing with the people. You should be able to get along with the people. That's the long and the short of it. So when you have good people skills, you're a great listener. You can understand what they're saying. That shows your language skills. You can appreciate the content of what they're saying. And you should be able, if they are bringing a problem to you, to at least look in the direction of solving it. So you are also a great problem solver. You're empathetic. You help people. You're a great team player. That's your people skills. You have the conflict resolution skills. Second is the confidence. When you're confident, you know what you're talking about. You're confident about your skills, all kinds of skills. You're able to convince the other people, your peers, your superiors, your subordinates, outsiders, everybody. You have the confidence that what you're saying is right. So for this, you need to, again, talk less, listen more. So you need to have good listening skills, as we just saw on the previous skill. Second, you can adapt to changes very easily. You don't grumble because of the changes that are taking place all around you. Third, you are trainable. Very important. You can easily assimilate the new things and you're ready to take on new things and you're ready to experiment. You're also ready to take the risks that need to be taken in that limited environment. The third is you are dependable. When you're dependable, you can do your work, your share of the work, perfectly well. Your quality is up to snuff. People can depend on you to not just do your job, but also help them do their job. Again, this calls for a team spirit. You need to be a team player. So you need to participate in the corporate activities. It could be work-related, business-related, or even simple social activities like celebrating your colleague's birthday. You need to be there. It's not licking people's boots if you go and attend your boss's birthday or wedding anniversary. It's very important. And you're also open to take on more responsibilities. You're very eager to do that. You're expanding your horizons, as it were. The fourth is you're independent. It's not necessarily antithetical to your being a team player. It simply means even in a teamwork, you have your work cut out and you can do that without any great amount of supervision or control. It means you're a great time manager, you know the time management skills. You are very resourceful and your ideas are very constructive. And you know how to pull in the same direction as the management. So you're not going against the management, as it were. And to top it all, you're able to critique your ideas. The fifth is the communication skills. Whatever be your job, you need to speak with others, communicate with others in any form. You need to be able to convey your ideas, listen to their ideas, have really good listening skills that we spoke of earlier. You need to be assertive enough, but at the same time, maintain your cool in adverse circumstances. Only then can people say that you have good communication skills. To break it down, you need to be able to speak properly, clearly, convincingly, confidently, assertively. You need to have a certain level of politeness and professionalism in your communications, in your dealings with other people. Your thought process, your thinking should be clear, logical, and listener-centered, reader-centered, receiver-centered. And you should be able to negotiate your way around or through all kinds of difficulties. I'm not saying you're going to be successful in such negotiations, but you should have that attitude. And generally speaking, you should have a high degree of customer care in your dealings. So by now, you will no doubt have understood the attitude I was talking about in the beginning. Let me expand. Your job, if you're at a desk, that little desk of yours, is your personal business, your own business. You're not working for others there. You're a businessman in your own rights. If you head a section, that section is your personal business. If you're a team leader, your team is your personal business. Similarly, your department is your personal business. You should run these things. You should work here as though you're working in your own business organization. It could be a corner shop, but that spirit that that person has in the corner shop, that's the entrepreneurial spirit. And that's the spirit you need to keep in with you when you work, either at your desk or in your department, in your team, anywhere. And who are your customers? There are two types of customers. One is external customers, and we know them very well. Your buyers, your suppliers, the government, the ordinary public, these are your external customers. The rest, the people in the organization, in your department, in the other departments, other sections, other teams, these are your internal customers. They are internal to your organization. And they are your customers, and customer satisfaction is supreme in any business. So your business, if you're a clerk sitting at a desk and working out those reports, etc., the people who are going to take that report, they are your customers. You should make them happy. And believe me, this will take you places, this entrepreneurial spirit, dealing with internal customers, treating your job as your business and not somebody else's 9-to-5 drudge. Oh yeah, one more thing before I leave. By all these things, I don't mean you've got to work like a donkey. Yes, what should I do? Yes, sir, I do it, give it to them. What next? Do that. Yes, sir, I give it to them. That's a donkey's work. You should be creative, assertive, and confident. And don't forget that customer care. If you like this video, do hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do subscribe to it and hit the bell icon to be notified of our new videos. I'll see you in the next video. Until then.